Right now at 10, we now know the name of the person who died at the 3M plant in Prairie du Chien. The investigation into the death has been handed over to OSHA. And in just a couple hours, COVID-19 status as a public health emergency ends in the U.S. That means testing for the virus could get pricier. Plus, Lincoln Middle School officially closes in just a few months, and community members are discussing what they want to see done with the space.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. We now know the name of the person who died at the 3M plant in Prairie du Chien yesterday morning. Police have identified her as 57-year-old Tricia Jones. She lived in Harpers Ferry, Iowa. Police say she died as a result of an industrial incident. They were called to the plant just before 6:45 yesterday morning and found Jones with severe injuries. She was pronounced dead at the scene. A recent report finds that job site deaths in Wisconsin have decreased since 2018. The American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organization reports that in 2021 alone, Wisconsin had 105 workplace deaths. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen explains how those fatalities could have been prevented.
Of the over 100 workplace deaths reported in Wisconsin in 2021, over 13 were related to falls, 18 related to contact with equipment, and 13 related to harmful materials. While we don't know the exact cause of this situation, Chief Tainer says this is the first time he's had a fatal incident at 3M since he became police chief.
This is a tragic event that's occurred. I know that the employees at 3M are hurting today, and we just want to offer our condolences to the family and to the employees of 3M.
Workplace deaths aren't common in rural Wisconsin, but this incident isn't the first.
In the bigger cities, larger employment, you hear about situations like this happening more often.
Western instructor Gretchen Heileman says just one death is too many.
I think workplace accidents and injuries are always preventable.
Heileman teaches OSHA classes. She says training and inspection go a long way, but the number of OSHA inspectors are low. So safety often falls on the employer.
By making sure that the training happens, employees feel fully trained and confident in the work that they're doing, and then to continually have regular training done.
Between trainings, Heileman says there are things people can do in the meantime.
And the more employers can encourage their employees to report those items, the safer the overall workplace is going to be.
In Prairie du Chien, Emily Haugen, News 8 Now.
In a statement, 3M reps told News 8 Now they are deeply saddened that a team member died yesterday and safety and health is their top priority. Prairie du Chien police say they have handed the investigation over to OSHA. That investigation is ongoing, and 3M says they are working closely with authorities.
Well, a good Wednesday evening to you. We'll start with the river stages, and again, we're probably going to end up not having to show this graphic too much longer. That's because Wabasha now below flood stage. It fell below flood stage last night and still well below flood stage in Winona and La Crosse, and forecast to fall below flood stage this weekend in Prairie du Chien and McGregor, where it's down to 16.67. Keep in mind the water levels are still high, the current's still very fast, so you'll want to use extra caution near or on the river in the weeks to come. All right, temperatures topping out today in the upper 70s to lower 80s, right at 80 in La Crosse and Sparta, 82 in Black River Falls, 78 in Viroqua, and 79 in Eau Claire. Skies are mainly clear for most of the area. We do have some clouds and even a little batch of showers and thunderstorms over southwestern Minnesota, but like the past several days, as these storms try to track to the east, they will start to fizzle and fade out overnight and into tomorrow morning. Current temperatures, we've got some 50s to the north and east, most of us in the 60s though, including 67 in La Crosse, so fairly mild overnight, lows in the 50s for most. Very small chance for a shower making its way into kind of western and northwestern parts of the viewing area tomorrow morning, as lows in La Crosse will be around 56. Otherwise, mix of sun and clouds tomorrow, 72 by lunchtime, afternoon highs similar to today, right around 80 degrees. We do see some rain chances increasing a bit heading towards Friday and the weekend. I'll detail that in just a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bill. All right, in just a couple hours from now, COVID-19 will no longer be considered a public health emergency. The U.S. is following the World Health Organization after it announced similar steps last week. News 8 Now's Dua Israr takes a look back on how the pandemic changed the lives of people in the Coulee region.
This is not a time to panic. This is a time for preparation.
It was a year of uncertainty and fear.
We have been notified as of this morning of our first confirmed case by lab test.
No matter where you were, the headlines were the same.
It's another record-setting day for La Crosse County.
Local healthcare professionals say lives are on the line.
It's turning into a horror story.
It's stressful here, it's hard.
Then came possible solutions and protests.
Things like these are going to be still recommended until further notice. On Friday morning, people gathered in Toma to protest mask mandates.
The COVID-19 vaccine, like all other vaccines, has been scientifically reviewed and approved.
Now, nearly 3 years later, there may be an end in sight.
The ending of the public health emergency on May 11th ends a lot of the triggers for a lot of federal and state resources to be available to the communities that the states serve.
For people with private insurances, COVID test kits may cost up to $140. Resources like the state's free 2 at-home COVID tests per month could run out by the end of May.
Those are in existence until supplies run out.
Wisconsin Department of Health Deputy Secretary Deb Standridge says the best way to stay protected is to be vaccinated.
The main message is that people need to take care of their health. They still need to be aware that COVID does exist in the United States. It exists in our communities.
While life in 2023 may look like it's back to normal, Standridge says the virus isn't going anywhere.
While we know that COVID is going to be part of our lives going forward, it doesn't mean that we turn a blind eye to it.
Reporting in La Crosse, Thu Estrar, News 8 Now.
Standridge says the Department of Health will continue to track COVID-19 cases, but updates may be weekly or even monthly. The La Crosse County Health Department says local changes to pandemic programs may come in the following weeks. A bipartisan pair of bills to curb reckless driving and carjacking are signed by Governor Tony Evers today. One bill makes carjacking a formal crime. Anyone who uses a weapon to steal a vehicle could face up to 60 years in prison, and anyone who steals a car by force without using a weapon could face up to 15 years behind bars. And the second bill doubles fines and forfeitures for reckless driving. Reckless drivers who cause great bodily harm will face up to 6 years in prison, an increase from the current maximum of 3.5 years. Over in Minnesota, a pair of gun violence prevention bills are added to a larger public safety budget bill, raising the chances they'll become law. The measures would expand background checks for gun transfers and a separate red flag law. Governor Walz has pledged to sign the bill if it gets to his desk. And in a nearly unanimous vote, the Minnesota Senate passed a bill that would criminalize people who non-consensually share deepfake sexual images of others and people who share deepfakes to influence an election. Deepfakes are videos and images that are digitally altered or created with artificial intelligence. This type of technology is getting easier to use. The bill would allow prosecutors to charge people with 5 years in prison and $10,000 in fines for spreading deepfakes. The measure still needs to go through a committee and get signed by the governor. In just a few months, Lincoln Middle School will close after serving La Crosse for nearly 100 years. Tonight, community members shared what they want to see replace it. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall was at tonight's workshop. He joins us live in studio with their ideas. Jeremy?
Ken, from affordable housing to another grocery store, La Crosse residents are eager for almost anything to replace Lincoln Middle School. The school will shut down in August after serving the city since 1924. The decision was made in January due to declining enrollment and the cost to maintain it. I spoke with a father and Lincoln Middle School alum who shared their ideas for the space.
We need to see more young families, single families, be able to live downtown. So we're hoping that some housing can be created for single family homes here in the Washburn neighborhood.
Maybe somewhere where young kids or any ages can gather that's different than the BGC or the YMCA, that is like more homey.
Now, I also spoke with the district superintendent, Aaron Engel, who tells me he doesn't have a specific replacement option in mind, but hopes the site continues to be an asset to the community. So who knows, we might see maybe a restaurant, daycare, coffee shop take over where the school is now. Ken?
A lot of options available. Thanks, Jeremy. Engel says the Community-Based Facility Advisory Committee is also exploring closing one of its elementary schools because of declining enrollment. They will provide a recommendation to the school board in November. After the break, an FDA panel gives a unanimous recommendation for an over-the-counter birth control pill. It would be the first of its kind if it hits shelves. And later, Winona honors the fallen. A memorial service remembers police officers who have lost their lives in the line of duty.
Get up to 50% off list prices at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture. Like this recliner, free when you purchase the reclining sofa. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $375? Up to 50% off only at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
On GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Save big money and get 11% off all Shaw flooring from Menards. Get the floor of your dreams with our huge selection. Shaw Flooring offers soft and luxurious carpet, durable laminate flooring that will stand up to life's everyday demands, and waterproof vinyl plank that offers the look of real wood and stone without the worry. Right now, this Citadel vinyl plank flooring is just $199 a square foot after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Here we go.
And action!
Now at Slumberland, $4.99 gets you a lot, like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress, plus a 7-piece bedding bundle free. Yep, get a fitted sheet, flat sheet, 2 pillows, 2 pillowcases, and a duvet, all for just $4.99. Hurry, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Cut!
Yes.
Another huge change may be coming in women's access to reproductive health care. An FDA panel of health experts unanimously recommended making a birth control pill available over the counter for the first time. Naomi Ruckham explains.
The recommendation came after a 2-day meeting.
The evidence demonstrates that the benefits clearly exceed the risks.
Where health experts discussed whether the oral contraceptive called Opill should be made available without a prescription.
I urge you to make this pill available with no age restriction.
Advocates for adolescent health strongly recommend the Food and Drug Administration make the hormone-based birth control pill available over the counter.
An over-the-counter contraceptive would reduce inequities for these young people.
The FDA's decision will only apply to drug maker Perrigo's Opill, a brand first approved 50 years ago. Over-the-counter birth control pills are already available in more than 100 countries, but here in the U.S., it would be the first time. With new abortion restrictions taking effect around the country, demand has increased for over-the-counter options, including the morning-after emergency contraception. A lingering concern at this week's meeting is whether consumers will have trouble following the labeling directions.
May I ask, did you consider the terminology, take 1 tablet by mouth at the same time every day?
The panel's vote is just a recommendation and not binding. The FDA is expected to make its final decision this summer. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Several major U.S. medical groups, including the American Medical Association, support making the drugs available over the counter. Catholic groups, including the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, are opposed. After the break, a look at Wayfair Food Pantry's new space. The organization invited people to an open house ahead of its grand opening next week.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grawl. Keeping an eye on the radar, we've got some clusters of showers and thunderstorms over southwestern Minnesota. Now, will they impact our area? I'll have the answer with my 8-day forecast after the break.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Right now, you can save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses or get $100 instant savings on an adjustable base when you purchase an Ashley sleep mattress valued at $499.99 or more. Only at Ashley.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive. While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, apply today and call 800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.heat.help.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
What lies inside all of us is more than data. It's life. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. We ask for 1 million individuals to come forward and stand on this landmark in history. All of us are different, and it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Ashley's having a huge sale. Right now, you can get up to 50% off floor models. Plus, get 60 months, no interest, with no minimum and no down payment. These deals won't last long, and once they're gone, they're gone. Hurry to your local Ashley store to shop and save today.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, tonight the La Crosse community got a sneak peek at the new Wafer Food Pantry location on La Crosse's north side. The building has a loading dock and garage for their trucks, as well as a permanent drive-through area and a space for educational programs. The pantry's executive director says the space will help them carry better options because of the larger space and new equipment.
This location really offers our patrons more of like a grocery store shopping style of food pantry. And we've set it up in such a way that encourages patrons to maybe choose the more healthy items first.
Waldhart also says the pantry is a safer space for staff and volunteers, and they won't have to worry about flooding anymore. That was a recurring issue at the pantry's old location. So the pantry officially opens on Monday. Doors will open at 9:30 in the morning, and shopping can begin at 10. Wafer staff and volunteers will be on hand for anyone who has questions. So flooding no longer a concern for their new building location, and flooding not necessarily as much of a concern as it was a couple of weeks ago in this area, Bill.
Right, that snow melt gradually making its way down the Mississippi River, so some good news is the river tends to be below flood stage now in most spots, but it's still running high. Don't get me wrong, it can be rather deceiving. You head out there for the first time, especially on your boat or for a swim over the upcoming weeks, and that current's going to be extra strong, so just keep that in mind. All right, May high temperatures compared to average. We added another 80-degree reading today, second time this month. 6 of the days so far in May have been above average. 4 of the days have been below average. Allergy report showing high symptoms tomorrow for oak and tree pollen in general, medium for birch, and then the categories kind of come down one on Friday due to increased rain chances, although I'm not looking at an all-day washout on Friday by any stretch. We'll just see kind of some scattered showers and isolated thunder. All is quiet this evening, clear sky. Venus shining brightly in the western sky there. 80 degrees was the high. That's 10 degrees above average. 90 and 27 are the records, and no rainfall today. 67 degrees out at the airport. Still 70 downtown at the station. Winds are light. And there's the latest Mississippi River stage in La Crosse and falling 11.26 feet. The Chippewa River's falling in Eau Claire as well, and your temperature 62 degrees with a clear sky and calm winds. So overall, a beautiful day and a very nice evening to be out and about. Still temperatures in the 60s for most. Our traditional cooler spots have dipped into the 50s, but the rest of us ranging from 63 in Eau Claire to 65 in Viroqua, and that 67 here in La Crosse. And again, winds are fairly light from the southeast, around 5 to 10 in some spots. So skies are clear across most of our area right now, but clouds knocking on the door in advance of this little disturbance off to the west. Now, like the past several days. As this disturbance tracks east, it's going to run into more stable air, and these showers will kind of fade and fizzle overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. But I can't fully rule out a few isolated showers surviving into far western parts of the viewing area towards 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Most of our area is still looking dry, but watch as we head towards lunchtime. Everything just kind of fizzles. So again, best chances for an isolated shower will be in our western half of the viewing area, but many spots will stay dry with kind of a mix of clouds and sun for the day, especially in the afternoon. Now Friday, a little bit better chance for some moisture lifting up from the south. That'll bring that chance for some scattered showers and isolated thunder on Friday. Zone forecast showing temperatures tomorrow, even with the clouds at times, still pretty warm. Upper 70s to lower 80s, right around 80 degrees in the La Crosse area. More of the same down to the south. Again, a lot of just how warm you get will hinge on how much sunshine you see versus cloud cover, of course. And then upper 70s to lower 80s as we head back to the north. Maybe a little cooler up towards Ladysmith and Cornell, right around 75 for you folks, 76 in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. So for tonight, gradually increasing clouds from west to east, mild lows in the 50s for most, including 56 in La Crosse. 80 tomorrow, that small chance for a shower in the morning, especially to the west and northwest. Otherwise, a mix of clouds and sun. A little bit better chance for some scattered showers, isolated storms on Friday and Saturday. Still pretty mild though, and then better chance of rain showers, unfortunately for Mom, on Sunday. Upper 60s for highs, and then back in the low to mid 70s, and dry next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Small chance for a shower next Thursday. Overall though, this time of year for an 8-day stretch like that, not too bad, especially in that temperature department. Pretty comfortable.
Absolutely. All right, Bill, thanks.
All right.
Coming up next in sports, the boos have been raining down on the Twins' $200 million man, but Carlos Correa able to take at least one step in the right direction in the Twin Cities. Plus, the new QB1 in Green Bay hits the podium. Jordan Love reflects on his 3-year waiting game, what he learned from his MVP predecessor, and how he prepares to handle many more eyeballs on his play.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or specialty care, Mayo Clinic Health System offers the best options for care where and when you and your family needs it.
Taco John's new double beef and potato quesadilla is so filling, it'll have you speaking double. Double seasoned beef, crispy potato olays. 5 melty cheeses, double beef olay. New ultra filling double beef and potato quesadilla for a limited time at Taco John's.
Every piece of land has a story written by those who work it. Like the Caggianos, who are brewing their own legacy. Or the Upshaws, who DIY all the time. While the Nelsons play lead in their own adventure, 150 years in the making. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us and start telling yours.
Talk to the John Deere experts at Tractor Central to find out which equipment is just right for your property. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
The results are in for the 10th annual Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners. Here's one of the many businesses that won this year.
100 years ago, we invented the overhead garage door. Today, we are still hard at work leading the industry and servicing our community. So the next time your garage door needs service, call the genuine, the original overhead door company of the Seven Rivers region.
Hey, it's Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. It's Harley's 120th anniversary, and we are celebrating all year long. Our new 2023s are on the floor with new models, new colors, but that classic Harley ride. Plus, we have awesome anniversary apparel, including custom helmets, limited edition clothes, riding gear, and more. Stop by and see us anytime at Great River Harley-Davidson.
To all you so-called drive-thru contenders out there, Taco John's is coming for the breakfast belt. With the boldest, juiciest, baconiest, potato olay-iest breakfast burritos ever, we're not pulling any punches. The new breakfast champ is here. Try a bigger, bolder breakfast at Taco John's.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
After 18 seasons, the Aaron Rodgers era is officially over in Green Bay, and now the Jordan Love era begins for the green and gold. The new Packers starting quarterback followed a similar path that Rodgers did with Brett Favre during his final few years in Green Bay. 3 full seasons on the bench for Love, and now he replaces a future Hall of Famer as the 2023 season inches closer by the day. Green Bay not messing around a couple of weeks ago during the draft. The Packers Front office loading up on offensive weapons for the first-year starter. Love spoke for the first time today since the draft. He says there were doubts last season about where his place was on the team when it came to backing up Rodgers, but moving forward, the 24-year-old says he knows where he stands now, and he's ready to embrace that challenge.
I think the hardest time was when he re-signed the contract last year. It was kind of like, okay, well, where do we go from here? What do I do? And I think I, just sat back, kind of thought to myself, and just came back with the approach, like, let's just go ball out. Any opportunity I get, I'm going to get the preseason, and who knows what happens after that. So just grow and try and become the best version of myself, and I can't really control what happens after that, so just let it play out.
All right, Brewers looking to make it 2 out of 3 over the Dodgers in the series finale. Things going south for Milwaukee in the 4th. First, it's Freddie Freeman sending this Wade Miley pitch out of the park for a solo shot. Then later in the inning, it's Will Smith's turn, almost the exact same spot. This shot just clears the fence in left center. That makes it 2-0 Dodgers. Bottom 4 now, Brewers battling back. Willie Contreras at the dish. He's going to take Clayton Kershaw deep, an absolute laser beam to left field. This one leaves in a hurry. Milwaukee cuts the deficit in half. It's 2-1, but in the 5th, LA answers right back, and again, it's Freeman doing the damage, this time lining a base hit in the right field. 2 runs are going to come in a score to make it 4-1 Dodgers. Then in the 6th, Miguel Vargas is going to add a couple of more. He sends this one high and deep into the left field bleachers for a 2-run blast. Brewers fall in the series finale 8-1. They'll be home Friday to take on Kansas City. Twins hosting the Padres. This one a thriller. Pick it up in extra innings. Game tied at 2. Austin Nola lays down the bunt, perfectly placed. The only play for the Twins is at first. San Diego takes a 3-2 lead, but bottom 10, some Minnesota magic. Donovan Solano is going to rip this down the first base line, and that is going to be trouble. Here comes Willie Castro from second. We're all tied at 3. Let's go to the 11th now. Game still tied. Alex Kirilloff says, let's go home. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Here comes Max Kepler. Twins walk it off at home. They get the victory 4-3. They snap their 3-game losing streak in the process. Minnesota will look for the series win tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 12:10. Well, 2 of the Bucs stars were named first-team all-defense earlier in the week, with Drew Holiday and Brook Lopez being recognized. And now for the 7th straight season, Giannis has been named to the All-NBA team. And this one was special. The 28-year-old has now been a unanimous first-team selection in each of the past 5 seasons, an achievement no player has accomplished in at least half a century. Giannis was the only unanimous first-team selection this year as well. Another terrific season for the 2-time MVP. Giannis finished 3rd in the most valuable player voting this year. His 31.1 points per game were actually a career high. So he had a career year. Tough finish for the Bucs.
I know. You hype him up all that, and all I can think of, man, 5 games against the Miami Heat, and not the way it was supposed to end. Yep. Impressions of Jordan Love at the podium? You probably haven't seen him at the podium very much.
Right. I thought he handled it well. He's a little kind of reserved, and I think that's going to change, because he even mentioned it on a part that I didn't show, about there's going to be ups and downs. I mean, with every quarterback, you're going to have those great moments, and most likely he's going to struggle a little bit in his first year as a starter. So I think just naturally getting more comfortable with the media and just knowing that he's the guy now. He's going to have to answer the questions, good or bad, every week, every Sunday, every Saturday, every Thursday, whenever it is. I think it's going to take him a little while to adjust, but I think he handled it well. He was calm, and I think being calm and kind of ready for all the questions, I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and of course Aaron Rodgers 6-10 his first year as a full-fledged starter.
Baby steps.
Over under on Packers wins this year. They play NFC South and AFC West, so a little bit of ease, a little bit of difficulty.
I'm going to go 8. I'm going to be a little safe and say he's going to be about 500. 8-9, 9-8, something like that.
Optimistic Packers fan says 10 wins.
All right. Mark it down.
We'll see. We'll see if I'm right. We can hope so. Rob, thank you so much. We got more news right after this.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
The results are in for the 10th annual Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated and congratulations to all the winners. Here's one of the many businesses that won this year.
You just had to wait. Now we're going to miss our vacation.
On the bright side, I can crown that tooth and have you on your way in the same day.
See for yourself. Call or visit allendental.net.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Life's more rewarding at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, especially when it comes to gardening. Right now, get unbeatable deals on supplies to support your backyard bounty. Right now, Blaine's Rewards members get a free $10 gift card with $50 spent on Miracle-Gro. This DeWalt pressure washer is $40 off. Rewards members save an extra $10. Shop our selection of live flowers and plants in our outdoor garden center. And these Fizzcars garden hand tools just $4.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Betting on our weather is risky business. Don't gamble with your most valuable asset. Knutson Roofing has you covered with an available 50-year guarantee on all roofs. Yes, we set an available 50-year guarantee. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, today is a day of remembrance in Winona County. Law enforcement agencies and the community came together today to remember all the men and women of law enforcement who have fallen while protecting the citizens they serve. During a memorial service at the Winona County Law Enforcement Center, Winona County Sheriff says it's important for everyone to take a moment to recognize what all officers put on the line.
I've been involved in law enforcement for a long time, and I think this shows respect to the officers and their families, and just a remembrance that, you know, every day that you go to work, you never know what you're going to run into or what's going to happen.
Law enforcement say they were thankful for everyone who attended the memorial and encouraged communities to continue supporting their officers. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. What says spring like free flowers? All month long, save up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, as a thank you, get $50 worth of free flowers from Sparta Floral when you spend $499 or more. Buy a sofa, get free flowers. Buy a fridge, get free flowers. Buy some flooring, get free flowers. While you're picking up your free flowers, buy some more flowers. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
No matter your level of comfort with technology, our secure website allows for worry-free transactions. Whether at your computer or in the palm of your hand, our mobile app lets you manage your account on the go. For over 120 years, Union State Bank has provided our customers and community with quality financial services. We're here for you and welcome you to bank with us.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
This is how legends
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups. Plus, current Chevy owners get a $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
It's Hy-Vee's one-day sale. One day only this Thursday. 8-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve ribeyes, just $6.99. Asparagus, just $2.99 a pound. A dozen Bakery Fresh chocolate chip cookies, just $2.99. A value pack of fresh Hy-Vee chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. Avocados, just 68 cents each. And Jack's Pizza, only $2.48. Don't miss the one-day sale. One day only this Thursday at Hy-Vee.
Community. It's baked into everything we do.
And with Perkins Strawberry Freshtival, everyone can enjoy farm fresh strawberries, starting at just $8.99. Indulge in all our delicious favorites, from crepes to pancakes and more. And don't forget a slice of strawberry pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
Mild temperatures tonight, lows in the 50s. Again, that small chance for some showers creeping into parts of the area, mainly west tomorrow morning. 80 for the high, though, so if you need to mow, given the green light, as most of the day will be dry, and just slight chances for rain on Friday and Saturday. So just keep that radar handy on our weather app, and you should be fine. Otherwise, still some rain chances for Mom on Mother's Day as well.
All right, Bill, thanks very much, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.